Drove down to the farm with a wallet full of dreams. Solana's the fast lane, tearing at the seams. From the back road to the blockchain, she's running like the wind. Low fees, high speed, where the winds begin. Bought a little piece, felt the thrill in my veins. Solana's a ride, breaking all the chains. The dust is flying, but the heart's on fire. Solana's a spark, taking me higher. Solana rodeo, kicking up the dust. Fast as a freight train, in her you can trust. Solana rodeo, on for the ride. From the farm to the moon, she's my country pride.
Meme coins dancing, bonks in the mix. Pump.fun's a party making tricks. Saga in my pocket, NFTs on the wall. Solana's the heartbeat, answering the call. No more waiting, no more lagging the line. She's the queen of the chain and she's all mine. The dust is flying, but the heart's on fire. Solana's a spark, taking me higher.
Solana rodeo, kicking up the dust. Fast as a freight train, in her you can trust. Solana rodeo, hold on for the ride. From the farm to the moon, she's my country pride. The bulls are running, the bears are in the pen. Solana's the future, let the good times begin. Solana rodeo, kicking up the dust. Fast as a freight train, in her you can trust. Solana rodeo. Solana rodeo. And fear and greed's down in the cellar tonight. Retail's crying in the pickup, swearing they sold at the top. Well, scoot the silence, institutions wait behind closed doors. I'm nursing a warm beer in a ledger that don't add up no more.
Rolling high in October's dust, booze kicking gravel, sky and trust. ETF boys slam the barn door shut, cash running out like a late summer rain. Left me standing in the cold with a wallet full of ghosts, heart full of pain. But I'm still in the game.
Fear and greed's down in the cellar tonight. Retail's crying in the pickup, swearing they sold at the top. Whale scoop the silence, institutions wait behind closed doors. I'm nursing a warm beer in a ledger that don't add up no more. Smart money's buying the dip with a grin. Son, this is who we are. Hold on, cowboy. The rodeo ain't over. Alcorn darlings turned their backs on me. Solana's dancing with somebody new. Dogs, corns howling at a moon that ain't rising. DeFi boys lost their boots in the mud. Heard a rumor about a government shutdown. Taxman coming to settle the score.
Praying to the 200 angel just to keep me above the floor.
Fear and greed's down in the cellar tonight. Retail's crying in the pickup, swearing they sold at the top. A whale scooped the silence, institutions wink behind closed doors. I'm nursing a warm beer in a ledger that don't add up no more. Started in the trailer, bill stacked to the roof. Bitcoin was a whisper, but I heard the truth.
One cold winter night, click the orange buy, $10 in the wallet, didn't know why. From the coal mine dust to the digital gold, Bitcoin changed my life. Now the story's told.
Bitcoin changed my life. From the dirt to the sky, one side at a time. Watch the freedom fly. Bitcoin changed my life. Put the chains in the past. Every block a promise, every TX built to last. Bitcoin changed my life. In the light we stand. Paid the kids' braces, bought the wife a ring. No more overtime, no more broken springs. From the food stamp line to the open road, Bitcoin's the engine lighting in the load. Neighbors call it crazy, but the proof's in the pay. Bitcoin changed my life, leading the way. The chain don't break, it's a bond we share. Bitcoin's the promise in the open air. Every voice together, every hand in hand. Bitcoin changed my life. From the dirt to the sky, one Saturday at a time. Watch the freedom
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this evening's escapade.
put the chains
If you've been here before, you know what's coming next. If you haven't, well then, don't freak out. It is the ringing of the cowbell ceremony. It is this time of night that we look to our left and we look to our right. We look forward and we look behind. Up and down and all around, and we grab the ding-a-ling. Once you have the ding-a-ling in your hand, proceed to flick it with your wrist until you see a smile on your face or the ding-a-ling owner. The ringing of the ding-a-ling, the ringing of the cowbell. Clear the air. Everything's better with the cowbell. Thank you for your participation. Welcome to the goofiest show on the crypto interwebs. Pardon me, do you have any COOTER? Would you like to spread your COOTER on my muffin?
COOTER after dark, shell in a red light. Pet it, tease it, feel the heat ignite. COOTER after dark, moon in the haze.
COOTER will do that to you, Chris Klein. COOTER will do that. No, I know what you're talking about. I had to meme it. You are right, Chris Klein. COOTER does hit hard. We are on the same page. Ladies and gentlemen, prepare yourself for the turkey.
Turtles got the teeth, green and glossy glow. Pet the fuzzy legs.
We forgot to turn the line on. Does it matter? Let's try it without it.
For those of you out there that hitting that like, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
Stoners and stoners alike. Welcome to Late Night Crypto with Road Dawg, who's really a turkey. Only you start. Hey, it's my suit. My new side chick over here. I haven't asked her name yet. I don't think she's really into me so much as she's into my crypto. But anyway. Welcome to the stream, everybody. So glad to have you here tonight as we take a look at the crypto market. Looking here at Bitcoin hanging out at $106,500. Not at $94,000, not at $88,000, not even at $100,000, but $106,000. And I gotta say, that's a little bit of a come up from the dire projections that were out here. The sentiment that is out there is slowly starting to change it, but there's still some people like, I don't know if I trust it. Do you trust it? I don't know. Because, I mean, all the other times that it did come down and scare the bejesus out of everybody before. and they were crying. I don't know, man. It's the same people that always cry that it's over when we do this. When we go through red candles over here, that they always cry that it's over. I mean, I know it feels like it. Don't get me wrong. You need to, have a backup plan just in case, for some reason. I mean, that's just common sense in any market, but still. It's just like, it's always the end, right? And it's over. And there's always somebody so confident that they're calling it right. And then we start bouncing. Knock on wood that's what happened there, ladies and gentlemen. But there were several things that kind of led us to that. Trend lines being one of them. Fibonacci being an excellent one. Even the trend line over here, them following that open broadening pattern. And people were looking at that a while back, and then they forgot about it, I guess. I don't know. Everything went to a bear flag, and it was all over. A lot of people forgot, I guess. These things play, these trend lines hold until they don't, and they can get kind of steep, but they can also get fun, right? I mean, imagine if we do what this one can do when it can do it, and we just zigzag our little happy little asses up here to about $130,000. What will happen then? You think we'll roll over again, or you think we'll blast to the upside? Well, I'll tell you what I think. I mean, honestly, what I think. At this point in the game and everything, that's a great little area for us to top and then range as we go into 2026 and 2027. And I think we'll see a little bit more ranging before we see any of those big $250,000 Bitcoin targets just yet. I think that's going to take a bigger catalyst, and I don't know that that's going to come too quickly. But I do think, a lot of people are claiming the 4-year cycle is over. You hear that, and I look at it through a different lens here. That 4-year cycle happening will always put a squeeze on the supply of Bitcoin being produced versus the growing, expanding demand and use case for it in the future. So, no, I just think that the way to interpret that is that your window of bull market versus bear market will change, and that for Bitcoin, you're going to have some more longer bull markets, probably a lot of sideways and distributing games throughout that, but the bear market part, I think that will be shorter. I think it should still be around the time point that we're thinking of, which is not too far from now. So if I had to guess, and this is just me pure speculation, what if we do good into 2026 there, and then we go for that big drastic correction, that does take us down to these areas, 84 or something like that. It'd still be all right. Come down to 84 from there. It would. I'd be okay with that scenario. I could probably plan for that scenario. And meanwhile, the people that might be thinking that, we're going to keep going to 200,000, just keeps going and going and going. Well, we're with the big boys these days, and they play a little bit of a different game. And I'm sure they're fine with it going up there, but they're damn sure want to make sure that they're loaded up. So the fattest whales have already got in it, but there's still some fat whales out there, babies. That's just not made it here yet. just my personal take, but what does that mean for altcoins, though? Well, that could be a different story. That could be still a tricky market to go down, and that's why it's so imperative, my fine feathered friends, that we maintain a close look at these indices, right? Now, usually when Bitcoin's doing good, you know, that's a tide that rises all the ships. Is that how that works? It rises all the boats. So we monitor a few things over here, techie stocks, because watching them tech people, they put Bitcoin and with tech, and every time this took a dip, everybody was selling Bitcoin at the same time. It was, you know, the Wall Street versions, ETFs and all that stuff. But right now, you know, it was been playing some games here, and she coming back into the pattern. This is looking kind of groovy to me. I like it. This is local move. Where's this go back? October. Let's see what she's done locally here. 786 retracement. I'm cool to play with that. Let's see what we can do. Can we get up here to a new all-time high again? I think we can. So I want to go ahead and extend this out. We can see that we came back into our original, 3-point touch area there. Meaning this could now be a possible bear trap over here on SPX. Tech stocks and all that, man, and that, hey man, pretty good. Local patterns got you out of one of them falling mega ponies that we're trying to break up above, so that's kind of cool. So we kind of think that looks good. Meanwhile, altcoins over here with total 3. Is currently got a breakout pretty much confirmed and retested even here on the local areas here on the 4-hour time frame. And that's kind of cool. I remember we were looking at the retest of this idea. Now she's actually done what we'd hoped that it did. Had a little hiccup. We're at that 236 area like it should. Now she's trying to get above it. Next target we're going to be looking at is $1.05 trillion for altcoins. And that means that, you know, these little bags that we got are starting to grow. As we mentioned in the title, and that's what I was talking about, your altcoin bags. And getting bigger and firmer and nicer to look at, and just gosh darn sexy. That could be going on now, but which ones? Which ones should we look at? All the plethora of altcoins out there, and a little rotation going on, and they're doing things out of pocket, or it seems out of pocket. It seems like they're freaking the whole market out. I didn't expect that coin to pop off. Somebody did. And then everybody's left to chase. It can be a tricky game to navigate that. Also kind of look at rotations. And now we're starting to see some of the projects on some of these chains start to come up. So, you know, usually your layer 1's always good to go with, right? Layer 1's. Layer 2s and 3s, man, I would actually consider them a little bit lower. They should get something with anything going up on layer 1. So, okay, so maybe some layer 2 plays. But your dexes are a great choice to go with on whatever chain. So we're starting to see those kind of pick up a little bit now. The AI plays are picking up, and we get some rotation out of some of those guys. And a little bit of the storage plays, which they're kind of, you know, they're very dull. Patient, and you gotta have patience with the storage plays. I don't know why that is. They got a legitimate use case, I guess, but gosh darn it, they're just slow as turtles. Turtly slow, like a cooter. They're cooterishly slow. All right, so here we are, total 3. That's looking good. And so let's do Alt and click it so we can stick it. Take a look at Bitcoin dominance over here, and yes, we're still above this line over here though. That sucks. So we don't want it to come back up for and it could. I wouldn't doubt if we would see something like this, right? Where we come back up for a retest, but this one over here, that should have been enough, you would think, but it may not have been. So if we do see something like that and it makes a W pattern and comes up a little, and maybe right up, that would suck, okay? That's going to be, oh God, I win, our cards win. We will be cursing and everything else a little bit. Not horribly, but, you know, some coins will do good, others will not. However, if it'll just continue on down, that would be awesome. But we still got some form of trend line of resistance over here. I think it's that one extended. That's why I didn't want to make as much sense over here, but it does there. That's still going to be some support. So it was resistance right up under here, and then support right on top of that. So that starts. So we're on a line of support, and we need to lose that support. And we see that happen. Well, then we can bump our head on all the many other layers that can act as support down here, which means a bumpy ride for some of these altcoins until we get a clean break, man. Until we get a clean break where it just kind of drops like this or drops like that. That's fun. That's when all the money's leaving Bitcoin and going into some altcoins and other things like that. We're not there yet. We're not there. We just got rejected with our lower high rejection over here at the 618 Fibonacci area at 60%. We're at 59%. Well, hell, I don't even consider altcoin season even starting to, stick my thumb in, my toenail in, even to fill altcoin season until we get down to about 55%. And I don't think altcoin season is really in play until we get to 50%. We're a long way from there. Till you hear me declaring full-on altcoin season, but it can be a fun ride down. Speaking of fungusy toes, if you want to join my OnlyFans Footsy group, where it's that private room where I'll give you my Bitcoin charts with my fungusy toe jammy toes, hammer toes and all, pointing at the entries and the exits positions on the Bitcoin chart. Your own personalized Bitcoin chart. It's the same as everybody else in the group, but it's yours. $2,499 a month, worth every penny. You little Dubai freaks, I love you guys. All right. Sorry, but due to lack of funding, we are required to have more sponsors on this show. So you will be seeing some more sponsors here each night so that we can continue to exist our late night local cable vibe weird ass crypto show. Good ass coffee.
The coffee that's good and ass at the same time.
Good ass coffee. Get yours at your local retailer. Doesn't matter what the brand, just get some good ass coffee because I'm up late at night. Comes in handy. If you're also up late at night, your family life is suffering, and you're finding out new things about your significant other, well, here's our next sponsor.
She gets house, I keep it. Fair? No.
Hey, last but not least,
Cowboys, Lunar alimony bags. Subscribe to Road Dawg Crypto now. Like or bear eats you. Better call Road Dawg.
all right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stream. Let me come over to the chat. Hello, chat. I think we were here, but I don't know. I get distracted so easy sometimes. I saw Floki in here. Floki, I see. I can't find it because that's just way up there. And but thank you, Floki, for your comment as usual. She loves the show. And there we go. Oh, look. Hey, keep your hands off the girl. Keep. I see what you're doing. I don't blame you, but I see what you're doing. I don't think that's a violation, mister. You gotta keep. They're getting kind of handsy over here. Why am I, y'all witnessed it. I'm just. She doesn't seem to mind, does she? Tough skin on that one right there. We got Rogue. We got Chris Klein. Chris Klein loves the COOTER song. The COOTER song. That was funny. And that's how your words can be used against you. Crypto Trophies in the house. We got Straight in the house. We got Avi Medina. Who else? We got R.S. Miller, Dave P, John Gregory. Now I have to do a telepathy with the turkey again. Can't even hear my commercial for good ass. Really? You couldn't hear it? Was it the music? Is the music too loud? I'm sure there's a setting on here somewhere that could take care of that for me that I have just never made it over there to see. But let me see.
Good ass coffee. The coffee that's good and ass at the same time.
There we go. That should be better. Yeah, the red dress girl is my favorite anyways, and this big Bimbo's stealing her spotlight away entirely. Well, I remember the night that, she first came to our photo shoot here or whatever. Well, before the show, we couldn't get started. She's very hypnotic, that one. She's a better hypnotist than my hypnotist dude over here. Hypnotize people. Bobby Oz, what's going on? Beat is drowning your voice and diminishing footsie. The beat? So the music's too loud? Hard to hear you. Music's loud. Okay. Let's all right. So about right here, I guess. Maybe it's the boobies. Well then, let's see if our sound is good here. Let's try one more thing. Let's try this one.
$300 gas, Road Dawg, low fees and high sleeves. Hit the like button.
You saw a boobie on Halloween? There was a wardrobe malfunction here when I went to my Twitter feed, which is starting to look like a. If somebody saw my Twitter feed right now, they would probably have the wrong impression of me. We're promoting the COOTER coin over there and trolling. Well, I think they like it. I think they like to be trolled over there. To be honest with you, they seem to like it. If you don't know, you don't know. But so this is her Twitter, and this is the kind of things we've been putting out over there. But and hey man, look, COOTER is up. Look at that chart. That's I hesitate. I did that 4 hours ago. I hesitate to do that because last time I did it, somebody sold. But look, COOTER's got that little lightning bolt thing. It's in an A equals CD thing right now. That's kind of cool to see that happen. But there's been. Gosh, please don't. So, there's just like, I keep getting all this stuff in my feed about all this. My dream is to ride a big rocket. So I'm like, well, I got to respond. So I did. This right here. So, COOTER stole your ride. Rocket ride dreams. What is it? COOTER. And so yeah, COOTER loves riding rockets to the moon. So it's stuff like that. And you're asking for a friend. Does this hairstyle attract a lot of COOTER? And just some responses. So am I still attractive at my 47? That might have been last night, but well, even wrinkled COOTER can use a good pressing. Is my reply. COOTER stole the show, stole the spotlight right there. So. Giving them girls a little competition. And anyway, so I've been having some fun with. What's this? See, here, this is what happens. See, this is what happens. You can see it now. See, it says Ashley liked your post. I don't know who Ashley is. All right. So then now I gotta go over and see Ashley. Gosh, please let this be safe for work. Oh, Ashley's smart. Okay. So Ashley does not have anything crazy over here for me to work with. All right. So she's safe. Ashley is safe. Ashley is cool. But some of these others come over here and they're like, hey, I like, I don't know who they are. So then we go and like this one, like selling Adderwood, like my reply. And I'm like, well, who's that? And I'm like, oh my God. Yeah. See that? Okay. We're up. All right, and now that's happened to me twice. We've been
Good ass coffee. The coffee that's good.
Sean, give me go. There you go. Make sure it's all right. Oh, I gotta drink some Skittle water after that one. Are you telling me that I just know what you're saying. Jeez, why does that always happen? It would be so nice to have a stream that didn't have those difficulties. Alright, I see what we're saying. Well. Oh no, now I unleashed them all. Okay, that should be it. I see what you're saying. Sometimes they come with horrible sound, and I didn't. Now I gotta go hide all those. Now I can't find what I need to find. All right, so what the hell? Well, let's try this one more time. And now things don't work.
Good ass coffee. The coffee that's good and ass at the same time.
Well, this would be a great place to have a stream, so when I play this back tonight, I'll see exactly what you guys are talking about and go, you dumbass, you did it again. All right, so I've got to sort out some of this stuff right now. I've got to hide some stuff, or else I won't be able to see what I need to see when I need to see it. There we go. There's one of them. Okay, as long as I can see the music, I gotta be able to get to the music and the mic. All right, so we're at a workable place right now. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me come over back to the chat and see how much I've been scolded for all this. Whoa, that's better. He says HR on speed dial. Wow, not Sean's. Hey, everything is Sean's fault. Let's get that straight right now. Everything is Sean's fault. I don't care. It's always Sean's fault. All right. I do. What is the industrial port music? Is it over? Oh my gosh. Well, now we got half the people that we had before. One of these days I'll get Nightbox straightened out there. Hype train departing. Hype, hype, hype. 21 riders. Mine is telling me 9, like we just lost a lot of people. We've also got a delay here, right? That's a pretty good delay. I haven't seen myself get my coffee yet. Oh, there we go. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a look at these coins right now. I'm going to take a look at Uniswap and start getting into the nitty gritty. Look at you at $9.34. Isn't that awesome? Be over here just all, where my indicators and all that stuff go. What happened now? What the hell happened? Okay, I know what I did. That was our Bitcoin dominance. Put you back over there. Let's get back over here. This is Bitcoin. We at resistance on the bigger time frames, just kind of looking. You got indicators? Yeah. 4 hours getting some resistance over here. We got a red dot just printed on Market Cipher saying, hey man, party might be over for right now. A little shaky or whatever. She's in a great place to kind of just accumulate for a minute before she tries to continue her little ride upward to try to take out this guy at 111,400-ish. Or higher. We really need to take out this one at 117, and anything less than that's just going to be mediocre results for Bitcoin, in my personal opinion. And she probably deserves to be tarred and feathered, and she does not live up to, you know, this part of the bargain. So swing high to swing low, give us a place that we can go. And I'm eyeballing the 786. I'm just cutting through all the other bull crap, you know. I know resistance at 107, 109.7. I want to see what we do right up here at the 786, and then, of course, that makes it a great little place to take profit on any of the my open Bitcoin trades that I've got going on right now, which are long and been long since we were down here where people were calling trying to short support. I'd like to long support myself, and that's why I'm long, while their shorts got obliterated. James Wynn, I think, had 12 losing... Well, lost 12 trades in 24 hours or something, like big, huge money or something. I don't know. I saw that report too. Another one that was also just fueling the FUD for everybody to go short there, and that did not work out. On the other hand, here on our show, I did show you what I was looking at, and when it confirmed, I did actually flip bullish and talked about it. It was a harmonic pattern right here. A variation of the shark pattern with a full 1.618 retracement down here to this area. If you get it down there. Oh, snap it. Did I move it or something? Anyway. It says 1.55. It was down a little bit lower than 1.618. But anyway, we confirmed this little guy, and this is basically, I'm still looking at this for Bitcoin. So over the past few hours, we finally went up to this target right here. 100 moving average area. So that's the 0.5, and I don't think we're done with that yet. Cross our fingers that we're not. We actually need to get up above that one a little bit, and actually it would be great if we can hold it without having to retrace. But it's going to be shaky up through here, more than likely. Unless it decides to just go full on to the moon, I expect it to be kind of shaky up through here, and probably shakier than what I even drew, right? See, one thing I don't try to do is figure out what price is going to do between these levels, because I ain't got a freaking clue. But what I can do is find the levels that is likely to have something go on at, which makes them good price targets or good entries, and that's all fib related, right? So I don't know, man, but I just know where it can bump its head and bust its butt when it lands, and I just try to make my plays off of those and combine that with some other things like trend lines, moving averages, and other little strategies. We still got these moving averages acting kind of bearish here in the 4 hour, right? We just now got our official cross. So I wouldn't doubt that by moving average strategy, we'd come right up here and talk to this 800 and 600 moving average, talk to the devil girl, and she'd knock us down a little bit. Might happen. So I'm keeping my eye out for that. But this pattern that we did, this harmonic pattern, it is bullish, and it can and often does signal a trend reversal idea. And I think if you zoom out big enough, you will see an Elliott wave ABC correction here too. So I think some Elliott wave people I haven't really heard. Have you got it? We have to zoom out a little bit more here until he sees it. See? 1, 2, 3, 4. This is your fifth wave, and then you have A, B, C. That's it. And then we start our next big pump, baby. A pump. It's time to pump it up. So there's some of my arguments, and I wasn't even looking at that before, but I was like, this is the same. This should be the thing. Yeah, there's a lot of bearish. There's still a lot of bearish sentiment. It's turning around now. Now that, well, obviously the drop to much lower did not happen, and I was trying to figure out. You mean I was wrong? I can't ever admit I'm wrong. We got to find a way so I don't sound as wrong. So it's kind of weird out here on YouTube. Bitcoin. Some resistance up ahead here. Well, can you make it past it, or will you get rejected? That'd be great if we'll break out. I'd like to see that. That would help our altcoins out, ladies and gentlemen. Did we look at some of the cool things? I thought we did. We looked at Uniswap, right? I meant to look at Uniswap. I was there, and then suddenly we were not. Let's get rid of some of these guys. Look at you, Uniswap. Isn't that sexy? That's pretty hot. I don't know if we need you anymore. Don't know if we need you anymore. I think we need to zoom out on Uniswapage. And we were looking at, we were following this initial trend line here, which it's done a lot since then, right? So yeah, that's kind of cool for that, but let's try to make it a little bit more accurate here. One touch, these two touches on that W, and then one final retest here after the world fell through and it poked a hole in it. And now you see, oh my God, is that a head and shoulders pattern? Oh my God, you can see it clear as day. There is a head and shoulders top reversal pattern here at the bottom of Uniswap. Ladies and gentlemen, if that's not your signal that this is the bear market, I'm making fun of one of my biggest pet peeves when it comes to pattern traders out here on YouTube. I was looking for a top reversal pattern, which this is a tricks, but that's a great example of what to look for. I mean, it's beautiful. It's mwah. The only thing wrong with it is that it's not at a top. It's at support. It's in the wrong place. I wonder how easy it is for market makers to print some of these on some of these coins. I always heard that they can print patterns, controlling the flow of things. I would say it'd be a lot easier to print these very scary patterns here when it's, at the lowest level here. But it's crazy. It's not even really, well, yeah, I guess it is a head and shoulder. Yeah. It could, a lot of people would interpret that as a head and shoulders reversal top here at bottom support. Well, your ass is about to get invalidated, and soon, especially as soon as it takes out this high over here, somewhere around this area, 12. Let's go ahead and. Oh my gosh, is there a cooter in my throat? Okay. And did we do late? What was it? What the blue lines are usually measure moves right here. So we got Uniswap over here. We talked about it just a few days ago. Just the 2 days ago, we're talking about the Uniswap, saying, hey man, you might want to look at some Uniswap, looking kind of sexy. And I had to make sure I had a Uniswap bag up and going, because I think the one I had before got caught up. Man, I didn't think I'd been an eye-opening experience. Find out that I had way too many positions open, and so many that I couldn't keep up with, and which ones I lost when we had that big drop, because a lot of them, I mean, my stop losses and stuff got hit, but apparently something got through more than I expected. So I think I took a bigger hit than I realized on that. That's going to be nice climbing out of that hole. But that's what we signed up for, ladies and gentlemen. Take a ride on this wild rodeo. And just because you get thrown off the horse 1 or 2 times doesn't mean that rodeo is over. Hell no! They will just keep on going. Broken bones and everything. Get back up on that male cow. Go get that trophy. All right, Uniswappy, what are we doing over here? Why you look so populated with all this junk? I'm clearing you out. I'm getting rid of it. That's it. Tear big. Go to the weekly. Yeah. Look at that. Uniswap was up at $44. We're at $9. It can be still a 5x going there. Up from there, man. All right, we're going to do 2 little things here. This is all-time high for Uniswap. This is going to be our bigger play. All right, we got you. Those are our best ones to be shooting for local, and you. Why you go with that one? These are the ones. These are the ones. Now we got our bigger targets at $12, $18, and $28. You're the moon boy. I'm going through the process. Now we're going to dial it into what we got a little bit more local here, right? Same thing applies. Same red line. Such an easy strategy to use here. It just is. Such an easy concept because you're just kind of taking the temperature of the charts and also making your plans on it too at the same time. See, we got a little 618 overlap over here. So we come back up for a double top area. This one hit the fib area, right? So chances are we might go a little higher and actually get that 618 there. Now if we want to draw a line, we can. Why not? I don't want it to be as big and ugly, so I'll make it a smaller line. And I want to go with this one right here especially. Yeah, baby, that's 786er. We'll let this previous bigger 382, that big green line, serve for an 886 area, just because she might get a little frisky up there at the top. because you know how them flag boys love to come in and start boosting that liquidity. So, we might get some flag chasers up there to give us a little profit-taking idea there. Wonder if market makers pay some of these people. Hey, can you teach them to buy the tops? Like, I don't know, draw lots of flags or something. Make that your go-to. That way we've always got somebody to sell to. Alright, so that was the weekly. What are you looking like on the 4-hour over here? I got a lot of work to do on these moving averages, but you're definitely trying to do it. You can't take that away from you. I'm just not so sure that we can't see a retest of a 50, 100, or 200 moving average, or dare I say here on the 4-hour time frame, the 21 even, all below $7. That's a big pump, but it does have some big pump volume behind it. And then anything that would make a COOTER happy would be a big pump. Why does he keep saying COOTER? Is that subliminal? Hey, you got COOTER on the brain. COOTER is not streaming at the moment. Here on the 1-2 hour and trying to flip them. That's looking good. Flip some. Uniswap. Let's see if we can hold this area. $8 or $9. I would safeguard it just in case she wants to come back down and retest some other areas. Which can be as low as at 630. I don't know. Could be a pump and a dump. With all these euphemisms, I just think it's just we've got to come over and see what we're talking about with pump.fun. If you go to pump.fun and you type in Road Dawg. There, it takes us to the Road coin, which is broadcasting live. Pretty much 24/7 over there. I got a couple playlists going on over there and an album. I may update that soon. No, that's after we kind of ranged here and some sell downs and everything, and now we're coming up 7.6, up 3% in the last 24 hour, up 7.6 thousand. Also, and then that one's got a utility because you will need 100,000 Road to have access to our Telegram area. And I was doing and that's per soul. I was trying to figure out what it is. It was telling me that it should be somewhere around $26 or less. Then you can always sell your Road coin and get your money back, whatever the market price is, right? That's the kind of the unique feature we'll be implementing there somewhere shortly. And of course, current members, and they've been there for at least 90 days or more, probably going to get an NFT, and they won't have to have any Road at all unless they want to have it. And if they do have it, then there can be some bonus areas that can come into play there. That's an extra special thank you. Doing something a little different. But there's also this COOTER coin, which we launched, a couple of us, a handful of us. A handful of us decided we were going to buy some COOTER because we're tired of looking for it. And it's got some steady growth over here. And I got to say, man, I wish Road coin was this steady. COOTER is more steady than Road. Y'all would sell me in a heartbeat to buy you some COOTER. That's what that tells me. This was a test for my community to see where your loyalty still lies. And your loyalty is with COOTER. I see it now. What do you got to say for yourself? Is that what the sell-off for Road was? So you can come over and buy some COOTER with it? You got a habit we need to talk about? I don't know. Might want to DM me and let's talk. That's crazy. But anyway, it had a nice day. It's up 8% today and growing community over here, I guess. I don't know. Their chat, I don't know what the hell they can call a chat over there. But after the stream tonight, I'll put this one out live because I do it on the same computer here. But I usually have something going live over there. I guess you can see it over here. Look, something like this. And so that's playing with some music. Not a big library of music, but all right. So that's enough of what we're looking at there. Let me come back to the chat. I plan on looking at Crow next, Raydium, Cake, and Pump, because given the narrative and little rotations that we're kind of seeing right now, those would be worth looking at. Just giving you a heads up on that. That's on my list to take a look at. as well as possibly Dash, the ones that have been pumping that are kind of pulling back some of the rotation out of them a little bit. So, just a heads up. I heard the DC Trump wallet added $50 million. This is now 250 million long. Wow. Hard to tell where Bitcoin and Ethereum are headed right now, says Mitchell Sesberg. Well, I hadn't looked at ETH lately, but I'm okay with Bitcoin. Nancy Pelosi about to retire from Congress, and her P&L and her stocks is up 16,000%. 133 million in profit. She started in Congress in 1987. Yeah, that's what it's all about. What it's all about. They don't talk about taxing millionaires anymore, do they? XRP well is 500. Is that million? Or 1,000 XRP? Something's up. Well, if you're going to look at swaps, you might as well look at Jupe as well, dog. No, you're right. You are right. But you know, the one that I think is really better than Jupe is, I think it's JLP. The ones that do the perps. That one is good. It's just solid and good. Jupiter, as you know, it's just like everything else, can go up and down. I think it's just a governance token. I don't think it really has much of a use case. She's been in office since I've been live. Wow, that's some crazy crap. LF Crow. All right, well, let's go ahead and go over here to the charts and let's take a look at. We did Uniswap, right? This is it, looking good. Still looking at 12, something like that. If we get antsy, but you need to pull back for real. If where did you go? Wait, I can dial this in better here for Uniswap. Let's dial you in a little bit better. Oh man, I gotta take that wick into consideration. That's a big ass wick. Okay, you 786 already. You 786 already. So we get 11. So like if you got something open now or something perps or something like that, this might be a little bit more of a benefit. It just gives me a lot of freaking things. Populates my screen a lot. All right, and if we have topped. I would be looking for this area here and possibly right even. I'll move this one over here too. I wouldn't be looking for a 618. At most, I'd look for a 0.5 Fibonacci retracement right there. So there might get a nibble at $7.5, but more likely 8.22 there. It's right now testing the 236. I don't think that would hold. If it does, that just means that this wasn't the top, and it might be heading at 11, and then we'll figure out the retracement. But it's testing $9 at the moment on the 2-hour chart for Uniswap. Let's take a look at Crow. Let's take a look over here on the KuCoin. So I got resistance over here. That's just going to have to be there for a while. Still got our Fibonacci up from last time. Just checking, make sure everything's in line. Still below our little man. I coulda, woulda, shoulda bought a bunch more when it was below 14-cent area. And I'm just going to take this off. Next main target for Crow being 20 cents. I'm still holding for that one. Looking to see if we got our breakout kinda as best as we can get for this very shaky trend line type area we got. That's not the smoothest one we got there, not the best. It's always tricky. They get a big spike up and then they start getting onto their own little channel, right? It's like they broke a level there. But it's a good sign that, well, there's another big level up there, and that also points over here to 18 cents. So that's one way to utilize that idea to help you out. And we can also identify just the channel that we're in right there, that we're currently breaking out of. So 18, 19 cents. Take a look at cake. Look at you, cake. You're at $2.74, and you were down to $2 at the worst of it there. Got a lot of old stuff over here. I'm going to the 4 hour. I was on the 2 hour. I've heard very positive things about the 2 hour chart, and I do use it at some times. And I can see that, yeah, sometimes there is some clarity there you may be missing on some of your other charts. So I would recommend you, play around with the 2 hour every once in a while. I'm just following its history here. Nice. Alright, so cake, I want to go up to 320. Oh, snap! Well, whatever that was. I can go to 320. I said 320! What's a turkey to do, right? So I want to see it do that. Alright, so that's 19. 319, 320. Right in that area. And let's take a look at Jupiter. What the hell? I guess Binance? Okay, we got a chart already figured out over here. 4 hour. Alright. That was a support area, so I think we're past all this. Might have to zoom out on this one. I don't think I've looked at this one in a while on this chart. Probably get a lot of the same things here. See, this is Christmas Eve of last year area. All the way down to the big Binance shakedown. And we're right testing the, man, I should have bought more at this area line right now. Trying to get above it. I'd be looking at 58 cents as our next target there. From 36 cents for Jupiter. It's pretty good. This is a daily chart. Let's zoom into the 4 hour and pull out our microscope a little bit and see what we got going over there. Might even put our indicators up over here. What does the indicators look like? We're trying. MACD's healthy. MACD, you can see these two lines here are now trying to cross over this area. So we're going from the negative or the more bearish side of our scale, the negative over here, to the positive, the more bullish side of our scale. And that's where we can get. Last time we did that and crossing that threshold, like crossing the room, don't do it. That's when we got a more of a substantial rise. So if I could read anything from what MACD is trying to whisper to us while she's puffing on that big old blunt and coughing in our face, is that go up. So it looks pretty good to me. Got a little breakout going there for you breakout traders. Breakout on the 4 hour, you can zoom in on the 15 minute and look for those first little candle validations and think, I could probably get in now. I'm just saying. It's at 36 cents now, and that's pretty good for Jupiter, considering that it can get up to $1 and all that other crazy silliness or more. I want to take a look at my favorite one that I'm glad that I have, and I've held it well more than I've held Jupiter. It's JLP, Jupiter Perps. And you got to zoom out to appreciate this one. How far does that go back? September 2024? Pretty okay, but it's just it gets more on an upward trajectory. You're probably looking at it now saying, well, that looks like it sucks. On the daily, it did find support there at the it's at a good place to be thinking about getting some, I think. Still got some other targets over here, but we can kind of make sure we're looking at some things. Looks like to me we've already made our first A B equals CD. We did that here. And when it's a wee bit higher. We do swing low to swing high over here. And we see that we are at the 382 and a 200 moving average there to boot. Oh my gosh, tell me something else to make my little turkey little gizzard vibrate it. What happened here? I can't draw a line. Just trying to draw a line, man. I'm just trying to draw a line. That's all I was trying to do. Why, if I was going to play a flag to the upside, I would do that. That's what M top there with the measure move. Looks like it came down to it as well. I'm just going to take this little guy. Yeah, I'm taking you. I'll go bodies to bodies, though. Let's press our little bodies together. Put your body against the line. Put it against the wall. Which is right there on that 200 moving average. Looking for a channel idea, and we got it's weird. It's there. It's just weird. That's weird. And so when I do this, and people come in, they're like, what? How many touches? It extends on, but that could be something. So let's just put that little thing on the back burner in there. But I like angles. And what do we got going on now, man? Well, you got a couple of things are going on. One here, which we haven't even looked at so much. But that one takes us over here. Perhaps, though, we should be looking at this guy for that one. This was the more accurate way to do that. Chicka boom, chicka boom, chicka boom, chicka bow wow. Getting a lot of 618s here. Swing high to swing low. Tell me what price is gonna go. Those are my good juicy top take profit areas up there for GOP at 626, 641, 683. The honorable mentions for just playing short term, which I don't see a reason to play this one short term. It's only going to go, what is this, 20 cents to go up 40 cents? I mean, okay, yeah, there's something there, but shoot. I want to get paid. I won't play this one. See, I might be able to get a... We're on CoinX. Could over a perp on Jupiter Perps. I hadn't tried that one. 10%, 20%, 24%, and 32% right there to get to 683 from here. We're at 521 right now, and just trying to make a little comeback, regain some action over here. So if you can see that we're in a channel, and when I say channel, I mean parallel channels is what I mean. Some people call a lot of things channels. I don't think I need to probably clarify that. When I say channels, I'm looking for parallel channels that respect angle. And if you got that one, then you got a pattern that's a channel, which price travels into, and makes all these other little variations of patterns in there. It's where it squeezes or expands. So therefore, you get lots of triangles and things like that. It's kind of interesting. Jupiter Perps, ladies and gentlemen, here on the 4 hour. She's looking she got some headwinds up there, but that's a nice triple bottom in my personal opinion. Inverted head and shoulders, she can do that. And this is where you want to see the inverted ones this is where you want to see them at areas of support, crisscrossing lines of support or Fibonacci. That's where you are right when we're trying to get to a breakout. Either while we're working our way out, sometimes the shoulder might form over here, or before. That's fine too. Maybe the bottom of a pattern here, which you can look at this one for a local, a bullish megaphone, partial declines. What do we made here? See that? How all this stuff kind of builds together. It's like Legos, so you can. But is it good to build every little Lego one by one, and to figure out what your game plan is, or is it bigger? Is it better to zoom out and kind of see what the instructions say for what you can do with your Lego set? I personally think it's better to zoom out and see the bigger picture. But there are a lot of people out here on YouTube that are teaching how to build your Lego set by just piece them together and see what pieces together, and we'll see what we end up with. When I think you really need to zoom out and look at the big picture on the box here. I think that's a good analogy for the differences between what I do and what you might see some other people do in the mornings out here on YouTube. I don't know what we're talking about. Chicka bow wow. Search. Now I'm getting suspicious of a mistake. Is this too good to be true? I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh wow, so you're 2 years older than my parents then. Sorry for the farting. What? If we're talking about age, I'm not participating. All right. Anita Cho, can you look at ladies? Let's take a look at ladies. Where did we view this one? Here? Looks like it was here. All right, so she's holding the level so far. 4 hour candles. We haven't got a trend line down here. Shoe pattern or whatever. It looks like it's trying to bottom here. She may come down and make just a little bit of a lower low than what she's got here. Just to prepare you, because that's a 0.5. That's cool. Maybe it'll stick, but I would still look at worst. At worst, if it drops, I would look for it to bounce off of here and do something like this. Then that's going to be more solid. But if it wants to go ahead, hey man, and do something, I'm cool with it. But it's just in the accumulation area right now. And let's zoom out. That was a 2. Yeah, that was a 2.7. This is a 1. There's a certain fib levels, right? This is reversal territory right here. So we want to keep our eyes open for the possible reversal territory on this one. So go swing low to swing high. Tell me where I need to buy. We got our 1.272, 1.13. Bloody blazes. And yeah, I think it's doing. I think we caught just a little bit lower. So technically, right now is the time that you can get it the cheapest that it's ever been on this particular chart over here. This one goes back all the way to May 2023. And I think you got, me personally speaking, from what I see here on the fibs, I personally think you got a better chance for it to come up from here. And I'll go ahead and give you the hopium that from here, and that 200 daily moving average is right there. Give us a little preview. And it's places we've been before, but from where we are now to get up there, whenever the hype comes back, and that's all it's got to do, take us back up there. From where we are right now, that would be 139% gains. So $100 worth of ladies right now would turn into $240 of ladies right there. And that's not shabby. Jeep looks like ARB. Wow, I just found $100. Hey, congratulations, my man. That's always a nice feeling. I'm awake. Well, it sounds like, Strega, it sounds like you need
Good
some.
ass coffee. The coffee that's good and ass at the same time.
No Legos were hurt in the selling of the trade, says Ava. Road Dawg's on the road tonight. Where's Gator? Oh, I wish I knew what you were talking about when you said that. It should be recent. I don't know what I did. I'd make one of those little Lego sets like a car race or something, but then I'd lose like a crazy ass crypto trade and probably smash that. You're welcome, Anita. Toby, most underrated crypto and TA channel. Thank you, Toby. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Look at H. Oh, you buttered me up. Is that what you did? What? It worked. All right, so trend line, and then it started getting fuzzy, but now we had a fuzzy trend line. It's like a fuzzy cooter, but it's a fuzzy trend line. There's Miss Lucy. We're on the daily. But we're back above it, and that's what matters. And I'm going to go ahead and put it down to these candle bodies there so I can stick with my rules. And it looks like we skipped over that. We got at least 3 touches on one side, so valid trend line. We got this pattern over here that we're still in, and should be trying to break out. I think it's still, nothing's changed over here for targets, 27.33 cents, still on the radar. Just going to bump our head somewhere around 21 area to try to get out of there and get a breakout. You can take a measured move from this guy, and just for the channel itself, and put it at the breakout, and that does take you up toward that 28 cent area as well. So H-bar, higher lows minus the wicks, trying to regain its ground there. I'm sure that looks like a handle for somebody, so they would be wanting to call a cup and handle, even though they're just, I don't know. I wouldn't get into all that, man. Trend lines, follow the trend lines, follow the trend lines. Trend lines and horizontal supports, those will give you the accurate patterns. Did we take a look at Raydium? Because I think Raydium might be a good play right now. Beautiful play, I think. Not everybody will agree because, oh my God, I wouldn't touch that. Look, it's down at the bottom. I only want to buy it when it's pumping. That's not a flag. That looks like a big old stiletto hill with a big, what is that, a clog? What is this? You got club toe or something. What, hammer toe? What is this? All right, so when they look like they're making something like it looks like a high heel shoe, well, it's just them starting to form some kind of bottom pattern here. If you be a little patient, you can actually kind of see it. But for those that are impatient, well, you can play the little stiletto heel. What the hell is he talking about? And I never have everything when I need it. It looks like this guy. We do this every once in a while. Did it last night. The old Christmas tree. It's the high heel shoe pattern right there. And she can be making a double bottom down here. I would probably wait and see. I can do a lot of different things over here. But it's a nice start and a nice place to try to start getting in at 161. Connecting a few other dots over here and gives us some resistance areas. We pull out our fibs, want to tune it in. Swing high to swing low. Tell me where price is gonna go, baby. I've been looking right over here. About 284 looks juicy. I'm just saying. Radio, man. I like 340. I don't know. I could wick up there. Mine. It's worth putting on the radar. It's definitely a valid target and one of the better ones. It just sometimes takes her a couple of tries to get there. So if it's a problem where somebody like me puts a target like that up there too soon, it's like we come up around here and like, you suck, old dog, you said 285, you said 240, and then it does that, and I don't know whatever else it does, but it takes it, it might take it a minute. Oh, now Again, I don't try to predict what price is going to, how it's going to try to get there, because, well, it never works for me. It very rarely can I go, see, look. Now, if you want to know exactly what price it's going to do, no. But I can't find where it's going to have it, where it's going to fall down a lot, where it can get tripped up a lot. Yeah, I know where the traps are going to be set a lot, just by the Fibonacci's. And sometimes a few other little things that the charts will tell us, right? We just want to listen to what the charts are saying instead of trying to tell it what we want it to tell us and what we want to hear, right? Or just hear what we want to hear. We need to actually kind of try to hear what she's saying. And that's, that's a struggle at certain points in our games. And even when we're good at our games, sometimes we go through periods and we don't hear correctly, right? That could be because of our mental state of mind, us being too egotistical or being too fearful even. Two of the worst times to do your analysis and trust it or to make a trade is when you're feeling too damn confident and yeah, you're the shizzle. Yeah, you got this aced. Or you're too damn fearful, like maybe like, oh my God, I'm about to have my ass handed to me, or I just had my ass handed to me, or I'm scared. Two worst times to make any major decisions or predictions or anything right there. The best time, I think, is just when you're even cool as a cucumber, Bob Ross style. Happy lines, happy blunts, happy whatever you got going on there. Gator squats! That's some good. Make that money. What you do? I don't know what we're talking about. Meet Damien says, heal! Meet Damien says, oh, another stiletto hero. Seems like they're all over the place. Were you partying last night without me, Road Dawg? I try to party every night. Just saying. Everybody needs a little opium. Oh my God, did he say peanut butter?
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
We've got a new member to our dance squad. Welcome to the blonde lady who refuses me to give me her name. I just figured out she was blonde about 5 seconds ago. Gator Squad says, I'm planning on taking a road trip in 2 months to visit a new state. Any ideas? I would avoid New York. Just saying. I would avoid New York. And possibly Chicago. I think anywhere in the South, you're probably good. I would stay out of Seattle, Washington. Maybe North Dakota, South Dakota. I don't know. Go to Christy. Where is it? Christy Nome? Is that who it is? Hey. I gotta say, President Trump has got a very, very intelligent group of cabinet members, and all of them are very attractive, by the way. I mean, they're kind of, you know. He's put the. I don't have anything bad to say about the man. Lots of people do, though. And I get tired of freaking hearing about it. And I'm like, can't we just celebrate what the hell's going on? It's like last time he was here. He'd do good things, but it got drowned out. Now I'm like, I mean, I saw early on last time, like, what? Why don't they want this man to do? Why are they so against what he's doing? Because he's trying to do good. Why wouldn't they want our country to succeed? And like, because I think if you go back and you look at McCarthy era and what they were looking at there about the infiltration of communists in our country, I think that happened. I don't think it may have still carried over from there, but I think it really opened up the door when I really think it opened the door when Clinton was in office and they started opening up the world for that. And that we've been infiltrated. And I think it was a plan for a long time. I don't know. Just my gut feelings there. America! But we had some very smart founding fathers there. And as long as it's just like if you follow the Bible, you're on track. Especially in the New Testament. You need that New Testament. That makes a big difference there. Bible. I know there's other books out there, but the one that really matters is that New Testament. And it's not a bias, it's just the truth. And if you're in the U.S., the Constitution. You follow those two documents. And you're on the right track. And screw everybody that's off the road, man. Not working for them, it's their problem. You're doing the right things. Michael Sesberg says, I've been to a lot of cities in the U.S. Seattle is tough to beat for me. I'd like to go there sometime, but not when it's crazy. Ars Mel says, I grew up there and left to Arizona. Arizona sounds interesting. Now, there a couple of years ago, it was like those cops in some of those places were too damn harsh and overpowering, and that's wrong too. And not respecting, you'd see a lot of First Amendment people out there just filming on the sidewalk and all this, and they beat the hell out of them. That was wrong. But I'm glad that was wrong in a lot of places. They got us so, and that was part of the effect. They got us so. It's okay for them to have cameras or whatever when they want to, but if you have exercised your rights, then they have a problem with it. And not just them, but that propaganda and brainwashing carried over to everybody else. If you're walking down the street, you got cell phones and everybody's doing it. But if you got one on a stick, though, and then, well, what are you doing? You can't do that here. I mean, you can take a picture with cell phone and me, up there. Hey, man, that's okay. But if you got one on a stick, then you're the weirdo that's got to. You got to be arrested. What you're doing is wrong. You can't do that. You're not. That's illegal. So, I don't know. It's kind of weird. Those shows used to piss me off, but I'm glad that things changed. They made a big difference and changed a lot of things. I had to sue a lot of people too to get our freedoms back into the general consensus. I think the great misdirect is that the Cold War wasn't really what they said, and we've been in cahoots with Russia since the end of the World War II in Berlin. I might have to look at that idea. BA is on some dumps. Yeah. Talking about Virginia or Veteran Affairs? Charleston was my first duty station a long time ago. I know everything in that city. I need to do something for tomorrow here in the States is Veterans Day to honor those who served and do serve and continue to have served. That's what makes you a veteran. I always need to honor the veterans. And thank you to any veterans out watching my show. Thank you for your service. And I think more than most that you guys, appreciate the values that you're fighting for. Even though the rest of the country has not a freaking clue anymore. Or seems like there's a big mass of them that just don't have. I got a completely different idea about what this country, what the blood was spilled for in this country to preserve. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been going for about an hour and 23 minutes. We went over several coins tonight. I do want to take a look at a few quick ones. Some of the ones that were pumped recently that are giving things back a little bit tonight. We got ICP just doing a pullback here, so that's cool. She went up, and now we got a pullback, and that just makes it easier for us to look at. Here on the daily, we see that ICP is touching the 9 moving average, and the motto here is that, well, if you're above the 9, everything's fine. I want to take this impulse move, meaning I'm kind of not taking a look at this wick, although I probably will in a minute, just to see where we are. I probably will take a look at that wick. Taking a look at that wick, we're still holding a candle body above the 382 Fibonacci there. Let's go to the 4 hour. Yeah, I'm sticking with it. 50 moving average is also coming in. And so we got a good chance to hold it, maybe. Okay, but the other area I'd be looking for is to be this 0.5 Fibonacci right here. So for ICP, maybe come down to retest this 580, maybe, but a good chance we might bounce here. If we do bounce here, this one, we got some really cool targets over here that I'm not going to draw lines for just yet, but 12 and also $14 area, almost $13 and $14.70. If we can get something here, we might have to make a formation here. It needs to consolidate here and not come down here. If it comes down here, we're looking at something different, but that's still cool. Trend lines are telling us that it could still hold. Yeah, it could consolidate here. I hope so. Hope we don't lose a trend line on, what is this, ICP? That'd be good. If it can continue to consolidate. Oh man, we got other targets. We haven't looked at it on this chart in a minute, have I? I guess we can get some of this stuff off. So those are the ones I just put up there because I'm not drawing a line just yet. Here we go. This is more like it. This is the benefit of zooming out. I think you can fine tune it just a little bit more. Well, I guess you make that argument. You can fine tune on the smaller ones, maybe, but this one gives you the strongest levels. My personal opinion to shoot for. So RCP. How about that Litecoin? What? That boomer coin? Are we getting back into a channel? It's like we're reclaiming some ground here. What could have been a bearish retest could end up being a bear trap. I don't think we need that anymore. Should we? Probably should after all this. Probably should freshen up these charts. I think all that. Go from the big picture here on the 3-day chart. Swing high to swing low. Tell me where price is going to go in 127, 128 area. Anywhere below there is technically a good buy zone, according to our fib strategy here. And 182 and 270 make excellent sell targets. Just zooming out here on Litecoin. It sounds crazy at the moment until that one day that, oh my God, look! Nice channel. We seem to be. Oh no, there you go. That makes a little bit more sense. Nice channel idea that we got going on. Gets a little fuzzy over here, but three-day chart. Moving average wise, we bounced off the 360. 260's above it. Went over the 100. That's looking healthy. I guess to say we're looking healthy. She's at an area of resistance currently, so says the trend line here. What was once support becomes resistance, and that is what we are having to fight through at the current moment here. And zooming in to find the nitty gritty. Looks like it's having a good time trying to do that on the 4 hour, so I can't say anything bad about it. MACD's saying, hey man, she needs to chill out. It's too much biting off more than she can chew at one go, so she might have to come back just a little bit, talk to the 200 moving average. Probably the 50 is what we're looking at since we rolled over and losing that 21. If that happens, 50 is where I'm looking. It's about $96. Not too bad. Come back and just kind of retest this trend line here, most likely. 96, 97, somewhere through there. See if we can come back for Litecoin. Followed Zcash for a long time, and she pumps and then she dumps. They love the pumping, they hate the dumping. Such is the case with never mind. Don't get yourself in trouble. So we're at the 4 hour 50 moving average. Will that hold? What do you look like on the daily? 9 moving average. I would like for it to. It doesn't have to. Ichimoku Cloud still is bullish anyway, whether it holds or not. It's still looking good overall. If it does hold, well, I don't know that it will. If it does, that's great. If it doesn't, we're looking at 461. If that can't hold, we're looking retest these areas of the big M pattern. Oh, tricky. Let's see what we got going on here from here. What about here? I think you might have something right there.
Working shifts in my old truck, dreaming of a ride. Telegrams humming with corn talk, promising a glide. Follow the TikTok stars, pitch for Pepe and you on a whim. Corn went bust, my hopes got dust, that lesson hit me grim. Money can't buy everything, but it can buy me a vet. Stack that crypto, watch it grow, snag a yacht, no sweat.
I think we got a crab pattern. I think. Should be a bullish pattern. But there could be a possibility we might be seeing this little guy down here at 393. We're testing that area for Zcash at some point. Especially if we lose that 50 moving average. I'd keep this idea on the back burner. It's a nice little 618 retracement, nice little 7. Just not really a 786. Right in there between 618 and 786, higher high. It's got a little variations there, but it still may qualify for this guy. So we'll just kind of watch this one and see. In the meantime, just kind of remember that we did lose this trend line, so we're not in it's not in bounce area right now. But there is this chance that this channel idea will hold. So this guy is not confirmed. That's just something I'm looking at. There's still a chance we can bounce off the bottom of this guy. So let's see what happens. If that does hold by chance and we don't drop below, I might be looking at this guy right here at 867. That would be awesome. So those are the two scenarios I'm looking for. So tell me, it can go up, down, or sideways. I'm telling you that we haven't got any confirmations for what it's going to do, but we should have some soon. Whether it bounces off the 50, there we got something. It drops the 50 and bounces off the trend line. Well, we got something. Loses the trend line. Well, we got something. All those will be confirmations for what its next step might actually be. Here on the 1 hour, we see we've got a 200 moving average. It's trying to get a second bounce from. Let's hope it's got it. Losing it would suck. Don't suck tonight. Try not to suck. We're going to take a look at Bitcoin over here at 105,000. Oh my God, it's losing it. It's all over. We're going to zero. We're going to zero. Still lost the trend line. It's because we're going to zero. First red candle, man. It's done. I'm out. Oh, man. Let's see. We're still looking for those areas to be tested. We may be defining our channel a little bit better. I would say there's a good possibility of that. If that be true, we just hit our head on the roof of it on the upper roof, and there might be a nice little flush out. Let's see, what is today? Today is today's Tuesday. Now it's Tuesday. After we had a little bit of a nice Sunday and Monday, that's about time for a little bit of a pullback. We could get that. Retest that 200 moving average. Did have the 50 crossover bullishly on the 1 hour. That's cool. That's a called a golden cross. It's like getting a golden shower. Sometimes it doesn't always have the effect that you'd hoped it would be when you pulled it out unannounced and did it. But with the, you know, that every once in a while they'll say, oh, do it again. Most of the time it's like, I'm calling the cops. What the hell? All right, so too much? Too soon? Okay. Anyway, it's acid rain, I guess. I don't know. Staying above the 9 moving average here on the 4 hour time frame. That's kind of cool. Going through that cloud Bitcoin. You go through that cloud, baby. Go through that cloud. Do it, do it, do it. I'm going to the tiny 6-minute time frame where it looks like we're dying. Oh my God. I probably got some stop losses stopped out and hit and everything, and I'm probably going to try to find me another re-entry to long. Why, if I had to guess, look at this beautiful inverted head and shoulders. Yeah, it could be. It probably is B. And retesting that happens about 64% of the chance, right? Retesting the neckline area, which on this one is slanted. Which on this one is pointing back down here at the 236. Could that happen? Oh yeah, it can happen, baby. Yeah, it can happen. It dang sure can happen, and that would be just the perfect setup just to flush us out a little bit more, make us scared if that happened. But we do have this little saving grace right here. Don't forget your trend lines, ladies and gentlemen. They are very important, and if it be true that X marks the spot, I want to see what happens here at 104. That area has got me of some interest, and I'm paying a little bit of attention to it on this 6-minute time frame. But you know, make your plans on the 6 minute. I don't, but I listen to what they say, and I think for short term we might have something. Where we got you fibbed out at? The 382. I'm going to do this a little bit different. So I'm going to draw a box right here in this little zone, and saying, I would say let's bounce. I'm just going to make a little suggestion. It's not a proclamation. Definitely not an absolute statement. Let's bounce, baby. Let's bounce. I'll even put baby in because, and let's not make it bearish. Let's make it something kind of fun, like inviting, like yellow, sunshiny, happy days. Let's bounce here, Bitcoin. Come on. And we'll get rid of some of, what did I erase? Okay, another fib. I've got a lot of fibs and a lot of directions there. All right, so I'm kind of looking for that idea for Bitcoin. Can you do it? Can you do it? I think you can do it. We'll come back and we'll check out on this one tomorrow night whenever we look at where we've been and where we're going and see how we're doing. But in the meantime, probably altcoins are getting a little scared now, are you? Yeah, getting a little scared on the 1 hour, right? How about you? Oh gosh, why'd you pull back that? Are you? That's why. Paper handed little. What the hell's going on over here? That's not paper hands. I'm telling you, scared ass or over leveraged one. However, on the daily, let's check the daily out. Was it a good day? Was it a good day? We'll break even. Take that profit quick, I guess. Here on the weekly, though, look at that. That's a nice thing to see, right? Even though with what's going on an hour and a daily over the week, over the last 7 days, some of these are still up 10% and stuff. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for hanging out. I'll see you on the next one. Until now, I'm going to the end screen, catch up with some of the chat, see if I missed anything that I should not have missed, and try to make everything right. See you there.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
Elvis is really short, isn't he, when you kind of pay attention? That's midget. That's Bitcoin midget. It's midget Bitcoin Elvis. Why is my chick blocky? Why is that happening? I've been trying to work on that. I think my stream has just been really crappy lately. And I don't know what settings need to do to take care of that. Hey, Eve.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm live right now, and take a look at this. You see this? How that's blocky? Alright, I need you to kind of research and determine what's going on with that. Here are my stream settings, by the way. I'm going to show them to you.
It looks like your stream might be blocked due to OBS, Open Broadcaster Software settings.
Here.
Restriction. Apologies for the confusion. Based on your OBS settings, ensure your BitMart.
You keep going, and I will check back with you when I get off the live. But keep talking. All right, having a conversation with Eve, see if she can figure it out, because I'm trying to a headache. I'm not playing with it anymore.
I get it. Streaming headaches are real.
Haven says you're still doing pretty good with your streams. Technical difficulties during live streams. Even James says it's almost impossible to have a live stream to go right, and he couldn't be more anal. And I'm at Invest Answers. I like him. I haven't watched him much lately, but I like him. Thank you guys for hanging out. I do appreciate it. Let me check our fan bundle and make sure I didn't miss any super chats or anything like that. We got a membership. Ave Vanina, boobs on loop. OBS is overloaded, says Ave Medina. Maybe that's... I've got a lot going on, but not too much active in my current scene, though. Too bouncy. Spaceship's getting closer to us. All right, guys, thank you for hanging out. I'll see you on the next one. Until then, God bless.
Thanks for the stream. Catch you next time. God bless. If OBS issues persist, consider updating drivers.
Good night, John boy. Why doesn't that work? Oh my God. You are overloaded, aren't you? Good night, John boy.